Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Special Forces are a special group of men and women who go out of their way to perform strategic or tactical covert missions. They are the people Hollywood has made legends of, but real covert special operations are not all that glammy. When discretion is required, special forces do the job, and the helicopters and equipment they use are some of the best. U.S. Special Forces, which constitute various elite military outfits, use cutting-edge technology such as improved night vision goggles, suppressed guns, and lightweight body armor.
On the circle over here. Hey, everybody get in a circle!
They deploy on stealth helicopters and fast boats, relying on cutting-edge technology and intense training to achieve remarkable mobility and efficacy in a wide range of high-risk missions worldwide. Their prowess represents tactical innovation. One of their best-known chariots of war is the MH6 Little Bird. The MH6 Little Bird, sometimes known as the Killer Egg, is a multi-purpose light helicopter operated by U.S. Special Operations Forces. Its tiny size and agility allow for rapid infiltration and extraction missions. Operators are carried on external bench seats, allowing quick deployment while optimizing inside space for freight or additional persons. Their stealth and maneuverability make them excellent for covert missions in difficult terrain. In a battle, U.S. Marine Corps AH-1W Super Cobras, UH-1Y Venoms, and Army AH-6 Little Birds might engage specific targets. For example, it is practiced during an offensive air support exercise for the weapons and tactics instructor training at Mount Barrow Chocolate Mountain, Aerial Gunnery Range, California. In actuality, air support might come from various sources, including MQ-9 Reaper RPVs, which can loiter, drawing little attention but delivering lethal precision strikes where the special forces need it. When the U.S. Army must get Special Forces personnel into or out of a tight place, it employs the fast rope insertion extraction system. During a fast rope insertion, a helicopter or tiltrotor hovers and drops thick, heavy ropes, allowing soldiers to quickly slide into the drop zone. During this training, U.S. Air Force CV-22 Ospreys rehearsed this insertion tactic with U.S. Army Special Forces operatives in Latvia, but it may be replicated in any NATO or allied country. This tactic is quick and allows special forces to infiltrate a location where an Osprey or helicopter cannot land. Another popular insertion method is helocasting. Special forces with or without a combat rubber raiding craft are flown above a body of water. From an altitude of about 10 feet and the helicopter flying slowly forward, the operators jump into the water. The advantage of this method is that, if done at night, nobody can see the Special Forces members jumping from the rotorcraft. Once the team is in the water, they board their Zodiac, hard duck, and row towards their RV point. The Special Warfare Combat Craftsmen, SWCC, also called SWCC, are trained to use fast, highly maneuverable, and heavily armed craft to insert and extract special forces while covering them with high volumes of fire. They effectively operate and maintain a variety of specialized watercraft. SWCC training is rigorous. It commences with a 6-week basic crewman selection course that assesses endurance and teamwork. A simulated hostage release operation showcases many of the capabilities utilized by Special Forces. In this operation, simulated weapons were used. The situation involved utilizing a Humvee, optimized for Special Forces together with an MRZR-2 all-terrain vehicle, ATV, engaging units on land. An AH-6 Pavehawk deploys personnel on deck with fast ropes, while RHIBs, rigid hull inflatable boats, provide water-based support. This demonstration required exceptional coordination, which is usually not preferred. The simpler a plan is, the better. On the other hand, if an operation is this large and well-coordinated, it would cause major confusion among belligerent forces. As a final part of the demonstration, a team of Special Forces parachutes in, probably to provide additional support. Among the impressive groups under the Special Forces banner are the U.S. Air Commandos. They are part of the Air Force Special Operations Command and provide airborne operational services such as short-duration strikes, insurgencies, foreign internal defense, and many other scenarios that may put them behind enemy lines. When it comes to getting behind those lines, the U.S. Air Commandos will often use paratrooper tactics. This generally consists of a free-fall jump, commonly either a high-altitude low opening or high-altitude high opening jump. These are skydiving operations characterized by special operations parachutists jumping from an aircraft at high altitudes and either delaying the opening of their parachute to a low altitude or opening it early in the descent for a long glide distance. Both techniques are used to discreetly insert personnel into enemy territory or reach areas that are otherwise inaccessible due to terrain or enemy defenses. However, not all parachute landings are ideal. Depending on the mission, dozens of factors can make parachute landings more difficult for U.S. paratroopers. For instance, high winds can push paratroopers off course, making it difficult to land in the designated area. Additionally, rain, snow, and fog can reduce visibility and make landings more hazardous. Snow-covered terrains are challenging for large-scale military movements. Therefore, military personnel use snowmobiles to travel in the Arctic. Of course, night jumps are inherently more dangerous due to reduced visibility. Finally, the type of terrain where a paratrooper lands can significantly impact the difficulty of the landing, especially if there is no terrain at all. Certain military objectives may require forces to be inserted via air, near or into water bodies, sometimes to secure strategic locations like bridges, ports, or islands. As might be expected, landing in water introduces unique challenges and requires specific strategies and preparations to ensure the safety and effectiveness of the operation. Critical equipment and weapons must also be waterproofed to prevent damage. This often involves using waterproof bags or special coatings to ensure that gear remains functional after submersion. That's why elite paratroopers undergo specialized aquatic landing training, learning how to exit their parachutes quickly to avoid getting tangled, as well as how to use their flotation devices. They must also prepare for eventualities, such as their chutes getting caught in a current and dragging them through the water. This water-based training is generally part of the SEER system, which stands for Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. In scenarios where parachuting into water is part of an operation, evasion techniques become critical. SEER training provides them with the skills they need to survive, avoid detection, and meet up with their team members. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.